Hey YouTube, this is Anthony with Vapehead, and I'm rolling through these reviews real quick. Well, not real quick, but I'm rolling anyway. Um, Gonna do this one on the Stingray clone that I got. Um, Start off with just the Stingray itself here, and I'll show you. Um, I got this off of eBay. And I'll put all the information in there concerning it. But let me bring it up where I can see it here, because I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, here we go. I bought this off of eBay from a dealer whose handle is Coodule 2005. COODULE 2005. I'll put the name in the link in the description and all that out there down in on the video whenever I get done here. But anyway, I wanted to kind of show you this thing. Now, this is not the Infinite clone. This is the Tobeco clone. And I know a lot of people, oh, the Infinite clone is so cool, and because it doesn't have a seam. The Infinite clone actually is seamless, which is really nice. When you get this in the mail, just one second, and I'll show you. If you order, and this is only if, if you order the tobeco version, you get this really nice little velveteen kind of tote bag for it. It's really, really nice. It come in this, and come in a little box, of course, as well. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 pieces. This is your top sleeve, and as you can see, this is used to be a lot shinier. This is the Phantom Brass, meaning it's part brass, part steel, and part copper. So it patinas in just a few days. And to me personally, its patina is getting really, really nice. It's got a really nice patina going on, and I really like it. I kind of agree with Twisted 420. He's a guy that does the clone reviews on here as well, and I agree with him. The patina is just too sweet to polish up and get rid of. It just really adds character to the mod once it gets there. Now, this is my top half. This is the bottom half. It says Stingray on it. It's got the emblem on it and all that out there. The tail is the word Stingray. And then you have your firing pin, which has the JD Tech on it. And the firing pin is the magnetic firing pin. There's 2 magnets inside here that are opposing each other. And it's not a real stiff fire. It really isn't. It's a real smooth fire. It doesn't give me any issues. It's a real good firing pin. This is the locking ring, which is stainless steel. It's a little bit on the thin side, so you might be a little bit cautious with this. If you ever take it off, you may want to be really, really careful about it. But as far as the threading, I mean, the threading for this thing is just amazingly smooth. Even for the clone, even for it not being Infinite. I know everybody says Infinite puts out such great clones, and I'm not knocking them. Me personally, I just liked the look of this one, even though it does have the visible seam. You see, you can see the seam on it. Now, this also has this piece, which I do not use right now because, and as you can see again, it screws right on. And that there's what it originally looked like, and this is what it looks like now. So, but this right here is for if you're using a kick. You can put in your 18650 battery, put your kick in, put your 18650 battery, and then put this on top, and you have the 18650 plus kick. I don't never use the kick. It's just I don't really see any need in it. The top is a floating pin again. When you screw your tank in, this little pin right here will lower down to the battery. I don't have any battery rattle with mine at all, so I don't have that there to worry with. But that's what that's for. Put that there back on here, and of course you get your fake little serial number back here. Mine is 5158. Not that it makes a damn. It's a clone. But it's a really well built clone. Tobeco does really good stuff. Infinite does excellent clones. Tobeco does excellent clones. H Cigar makes some really nice clones. But yeah, this is it all together. I mean, it's just and it fits right in the palm of your hand. You can't even see this thing. It's literally almost like holding a roll of pennies in your hand. That's how small this thing is. And of course the firing button is just it's just real easy to control it. And then of course if you want to lock it off, you just twist that down, twist your firing your lock ring down, and it will not fire. Twist that back up and it will fire. Now, since I've went through all the little things to it, I'll give you some of the pros and cons to it that I like. And I'm going to be reviewing this tank and one more tank in the next 2 videos. And then I'm going to do a little personal kind of video for myself. So anyway, let me hit this right here real quick. Now, number one, I'm not a cloud chaser, so I'm not running. I'm running 50-50 as far as my juices. So my stuff doesn't produce like a lot of other people's stuff does. It doesn't matter to me if I'm able to vape a good cloud of vapor, or if I have to back up in order to make sure I get out of it before it chokes me. I'm just not real big on the whole, vapor cloud thing. It just, what I produce is what I produce, and that's fine because I get what I'm wanting. I get the taste, I get a flavoring that's very soothing, and that's all that matters to me. Now, as far as how this thing hits, it hits good. This one has a very low voltage drop on it. I get about 2 days out of an 18650 battery. Now, granted, you're going to have some drop where your vapor production begins to get less and less, and you're going to notice it, especially if you are a cloud chaser. Now, if you're a cloud chaser, yeah, you're going to notice it quickly. Within, 45 minutes or so, you're going to notice the drop in the battery. But if you're just doing it just because you're taking a hit off of it, you're calming yourself down after a long day, or you're just taking a break for a minute just to get a hit and go on with your day, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But for me, it just really works out great the way it works, and it's so convenient for me to just screw the locking ring down. And oh, by the way, this is a 22 millimeter device. The mod is 22 millimeters. So any tank, and this is the Patriot clone, as a matter of fact. I got this right here off eBay as well, and I'll be talking about it in the next video. But this is a 22 millimeter tank, and you can see it sits just flush. No overhang, no nothing, and it's flat. There's no sideways lipping or anything like that up there. It's a very nice. Oh, and by the way, you do get the drip tip with the Stingray. You can see the little logo there. You get your JD Tech drip tip with it as well, and that's what I'm using inside this. It just goes well with it. And you got the steel down here, the brass, the steel, and then the brass. It's just a real good contrast. It really fits well. And even when I'm holding it in my hand like this, it's still, the only thing you're technically seeing is the tank, and that's it. That's all you're seeing. And 1 second. Let me unlock it first, I guess, huh? Woo. Really good vapor production on that. It's a beautiful piece. Kudos to tobeco. Senior moment. Kudos to tobeco for making the Stingray clone. They did an excellent job. The machining, the threading is just perfect. I mean, it's just buttery smooth. Everything goes together just with such ease that it just amazes me. Because some of the stuff you get, it's not that great, and it really doesn't do as good as you was hoping, or the tank won't exactly set right because either the threading on it's wrong or the threading inside the other's wrong, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, the Stingray mod from tobeco, I really like it. I like the steel version, looks great. The only thing is I'm real picky about certain things, and one of the things that I honestly just absolutely hate is fingerprints. And granted, this tank is stainless steel, and it does leave fingerprints. When you touch it, you'll get fingerprints. But I can kind of just take and, run my hand around it, and the fingerprints kind of disappear. It may dull it down a little bit, but oh well. But for the entire mod to be that way, it's too much hassle to constantly keep wiping it down just to take a hit because you want them to show. So, let me show you this. Wipe it down. See, it's a real. Look at that. I mean, that's just beautiful stainless steel. The stainless steel stuff, for those who like it, wonderful. Me personally, I prefer the brass or the copper. I just like the earthy tones that you get out of them after you've been holding them in your greasy little vaping hands for a few days or a few months, if it happens to be the real thing. Copper doesn't turn in a day. Brass doesn't turn in a couple of days either, but the real thing does turn in several months down the line. You start getting that really sweet little patina going on. But yeah, it's just it's a really good mod. It really is. So it's worth it. The dealer that I bought it from off of eBay, like I said, I'll put the information in here, and you can get it for you can get the clones depending on who is doing it, whether it be like H Cigar or Infinite or Tobeco. You can get them for about 30 or a little bit less. Somewhere around the range of about 25 to about $35. It just depends. But yeah, it's definitely a really good piece. I enjoy it. I like it. It's kind of like my little chunky cigar. I use the dripper on it, and that's basically what it does. It hits me like a nice warm cigar. So to me, this is my cigar. I used to love to have me a cigar every now and then, and this little puppy gives me exactly what I'm looking for. So anyway, big thumbs up on this one. Yeah, it's a great little piece. So just remember, YouTube and all you vape heads out there, vape proud, vape free, and vape on.